All right, Friday night, December 1st, end of the year is coming, 10/11 right now. If you're new to this, business model is buying businesses. We're gonna buy businesses for 3 times multiple, and we're gonna do a bunch of small transactions. And once they conglomerate, they're gonna be bigger, the multiples increase because the revenues and the profits are gonna increase. So we're gonna try to sell our portfolio for 6, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 times multiple, depending on how big of a company we actually create. Basically, we're flipping businesses. Man, 0 to 1 billion, that's crazy. All right, a lot of things happened today. Where do I even start? Guys, I think I'm gonna stay up tonight. It might be one of those nights where I pull an all-nighter. And tonight's Friday. A lot of my friends are out having fun right now. And I forgot it's Friday night. I didn't even realize. I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm still getting that feeling of like, because the point I'm at right now, it's a bit messy. And like, I kind of just want to escape, but I'm like forcing myself to face it. You know when someone doesn't want to make eye contact and you just like put your face in their face, like catching their eyes? That's like what I'm doing to myself right now. No, like, don't go out. Don't have fun. I just came home from the boxing gym. I ate, I showered, I put my clothes back on. I'm not gonna put the full suit on that I was wearing today. You know, something funny today that happened. I was dressed nice today, guys. You know, full suit, 3-piece suit. I'm wearing it. It fits me just right. I'm walking with swag. Not even trying. Just like walking. And I'm walking down the sidewalk, and these 2 girls literally cross the street and come in and talk to me. And they're like, "Oh, that's such a nice suit you have on. What's the occasion?" I'm like, "Oh, I just like to dress this way." And they were like, "What kind of shoes do you have on?" I was like I didn't stop. They're saying this as I'm walking, and they're kind of like walking with me. And I'm like, just normal dress shoes. I was like, and then they were like, "Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so nice." I was like, "Thank you guys. Thank you. Have a good day." I just keep it moving, man. But here's the funny part. I'm walking away, and all I hear is one of the girls telling the other girl, he doesn't have matching socks on. I was like, "Whoa, hold on. I don't?" And I like looked down when I went away around the corner, like closer to my car. I had a like dark gray and a black. Like they were almost the same color. But like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't really care about the socks. But my sock game is off. Tomorrow, first thing I'm doing is getting new socks, man. And my black pants, the left side of it, the tailor like came off. So it looks weird. It's like the cut piece is like falling. And I've never had time to go and get it tailored again because it's so out of my way. So tomorrow, I'm assuming socks aren't that expensive, man. But I also need to get it tailored, so shit, we'll probably get some socks. Always trying to improve, man. So as far as work side, what did we accomplish today? Dude, I love this beat. This probably is the best beat of all time. I don't care if I get copyrighted, man. I really don't. I ain't doing this for the money. The videos, at least. So, I spoke to my mentor today, guys. This is an individual that owns an 8 to 9 figure business. He created it from scratch with no money. We finally spoke again. This is an extremely busy individual. And he found some time for me, like about 45 minutes-ish. Man, he spits so much knowledge. But there's so much to break down. I'm not gonna talk about all the specific details, really. But here's what I can talk about. He's telling me I'm on the right track. He did exactly what I'm doing. Building a board. Guys, how are we going to buy these businesses? 3 steps. You build a board. You find a business that wants to sell. And then you find the financing. Financing could be commercial debt, seller finance, third-party investors. And I asked him questions like, do you need to have the LOI before you get the term sheet from the bank? It's like, no, you always want to get the LOI first before you get the term sheet. And he has several connections to SBA lenders that he's willing to let me connect with, which is incredible. And keep in mind, I wanted to meet this person in person. I wanted to meet him in person. He gave me a date where he's going to be able to have some free time. I write it down. And then I'm just now realizing that the date he gave me is an important date for me because I have a court date with the case I have going on. If you're new to this, there's a case going on. And it's absolutely from behind. And I didn't have the heart to tell him about the case. I probably would bring it up in like I just want to know what he thinks about having a case while doing it. Guys, what is going on? There's no money coming in. It's when you freak out. I'm mentally tough. It doesn't matter. Listen, I'm going to buy the ticket to meet this person, $500 to whatever amount of money it is. I'm going to meet him. I'm going to pay it, and I'm going to figure out a way to pay that. You got to pay for these lawyers. You got to pay for all this BS that's going on. And there's no money coming in. We need to find a way to make money. And that's why I want to stay up tonight. I have these ideas that I think can make money. And I think the best option from where I'm standing right now is to take all the balls and throw them at the wall and see which one sticks. And I need to operate with max speed, max efficiency. It pisses me off. It's a good thing I went boxing today. Learned a couple things in boxing. I noticed that my hands are so much slower with the gloves. And I was watching some people like hit the bags and bro, they're fluid. They're like, they're going in like hard and fast. And one thing I discovered today, guys, is that when you're punching the bag, you don't want a closed fist the whole time. It makes you tense and stiff. You want to be loose, calm, collected, and throw the punch in as soon as, like right before you get there, you close your fist. What else did I learn today? When you're putting on the wrap, you want to make sure you put padding on the knuckles. You want to make sure you keep your hands wide open while you're putting it because you could stop the blood from circulating. Now we're going back to the other one. I wish I sparred yesterday. They told me that yesterday there was another gym that came through, and there's different kind of sparring practices that they have. They have a sparring event with like another gym that comes in, and then you like test your skills. And then sometimes they just spar within the gym. And whenever it's within the gym, they don't go like insanely hard. They kind of like practice stuff. But when there's another gym, there's like blood everywhere. They were telling me yesterday everyone was bleeding. And they were speaking to me today and asking me if I want to like what's my idea of boxing. Like, what do I want to do? Do I want to join their boxing team? Like, am I really going to dedicate my time to this? Guys, my time is dedicated to making money. Money's not everything, but it's the main thing you can count. You can't measure much. It's the main thing people keep track of. Now the boxing, man, I'm so tempted to just go every single day. Guys, I am sore right now. I am sore on another level. I work out almost every day, but I'm sore like in a different, from areas that I haven't been sore from before. As soon as I got there, they make you run like a mile or two. So I ran like 2 miles. It was cold today, like 30, 40 degrees outside. And as I was running, I just felt like the muscles in my foot, my calves, and my hips, they're all sore from the practice I had 2 days ago with them. And it's because like when you're boxing, you stay on your toes and you're like kind of squatting the whole time. So you need to have strong legs. One of the guys in there was telling me today that he boxed a really, really big guy, like bodybuilder type, but he had small legs. When you have small legs, your punches don't hurt because all the power comes from the legs. So it's important to have leg day on point. It's important. Yeah, and if you want to have shoulders that look like boulders, you want to be punching the bags, man. My shoulders are burning. And the boxers, they don't like to lift weights. Like they were looking at me, like my height and my weight, and they're like I'm a good size for boxing. I'm like 5'10", 165-ish. I was 175. But they're saying like, yeah, you could, like if you're gonna fight someone, you could go down to like the 130 range. Like, damn, bro. Like I always want to gain weight. I don't want to lose weight. That's what I was telling him, and he was like, they looked at me like I was crazy. They're like, dude, the muscles just slow you down. But you need to have muscles, man. You do. You do need to have muscles. I don't care. Maybe not like a bodybuilder type, but I'm not even really like a bodybuilder type. But when I'm in there, like these guys don't care to lift weights. Honestly, at some point of lifting weights, it's kind of gay at one point. At some point when you're just like so massive that even the girls don't find it attractive, you're only gonna be impressive and attractive to guys, and you don't know how to fight. What's the point, really? It's kind of gay. You wanna be strong enough, and at a certain point, you want to go boxing to actually use what you have, and not just look good. That's what I think. Yeah, so many thoughts. Let me go back to what I was talking about with the girls. Listen, I walked away because girls aren't going to distract me right now, guys. I'm not going to talk about relationships at all. Not anytime soon, really. Just know that we're good in that department. And I don't need distractions. And I really mean that. But you really stand out when you're dressed well, you smell good, you shave, you work out, you have confidence, you just stand out. I really just want to work on being useful to the world. Like, I'm practically useless right now, if we're being honest. What kind of use am I giving? It's kind of hard to be useful. You have to actively go out and try to be useful. And I think I'll be fine if I'm useful in some capacity. Like, there's two philosophies that I consistently hear. The philosophy that you can't create money, you have to take money. That's one side. And then there's another side that says, okay, this is the pie, but the pie is consistently growing. So do your best to grow the pie and produce more than you consume. This is something so important, guys. Back to what I was talking about with the mentor. What we talked about. We talked about a lot of things. Something that instantly stood out to me. He told me that it takes just as much effort to do something difficult than it does to do something small. It's the same kind of effort, same amount of problems. You're not working extra than normal. You're actually working the same. You're going through the same amount of stress. And you know what's funny? I read that or heard that because it was an audiobook. I read that in Steven Schwartzman's book. His book. He said the same exact thing. These are multimillionaires saying this. If it doesn't resonate and actually you don't actually contemplate and think about that at all, then why are you watching my channel, man? Don't you want to make money? How are you going to survive? The world is more expensive than you think. You're one lawsuit away from being screwed. You're one car accident, one injury. You need money to survive, really. You're one tragedy away, really. Even if you have 6 months savings. But Steven Schwartzman, he's the guy who created Blackstone, in case you don't know. And he's like top 100 richest people on earth today. It takes just as much effort to do something big as it does to do something small. And here's the art of what I'm doing, right? Once you have about 2 million in EBITDA, which means you make about $2 million a year in profit, not revenue, in bottom line profit, 2 million a year. The acquisition game becomes way easier and way better. I can't share too many details, but I know someone right now, I can't say who, 8 to 9 figure business. And they're about to buy a business equally the same size as them, 8 to 9 figures. So imagine, you instantly double your business. It's like Pac-Man eats something and gets bigger. Like Mario, like these fish games where they eat a fish and they get bigger. It's the same thing. At 2 million EBITDA, which if I use up the whole SBA program, I'll be right around that 2 million EBITDA mark. At that point, you start getting non-recourse lending, which is crazy. You start getting deals handed to you. People cold call you. Bankers cold call you. Brokers with deals, they cold call you. It's crazy. Non-recourse lending. Do you know what that means? It means there's no collaterals, no nothing. If the business fails, you don't even go bankrupt. You just lose the business. And your credibility, which is why they give it to you at that size. But you don't have much to lose at that size. I mean, it's non-recourse, so you're not actually losing anything. And my mentor was telling me, he was like, at that level, non-recourse lending is standard. And not only that, I've heard it from multiple people. So it's these baby steps that I'm doing right now, this consistency every single day that I'm working, every single day I'm sending emails, I'm adding people on LinkedIn, I'm interviewing people, I'm meeting people, I'm getting information, I'm learning, I'm spending time, and I consume my mind with this. All these steps, this consistency is gonna compound. It's gonna compound, man. I really believe in it, man. I get comments talking about SMMA. Dude. Why would SMMA be better than M&A in finance? Why would it be better? How does the math add up, really? It doesn't. You just don't understand that world. I asked my mentor, I was like, dude, at 2 million EBITDA, You get non-recourse lending and you double your business like that? Why doesn't everyone do that? He was like, people just don't understand it. People don't have the information. Information is more valuable than gold nowadays. Isn't that crazy? Man, so much. I have to reschedule the time from my mentor. We're on the right track. I just have to stay consistent. And now, something else I'm conflicted with right now is the whole boxing thing. If I want to, I could go every single day. But I also have to make money on defense. So how do I do both? And what is my next step for defense? I'm not gonna lie, this song right here makes it so easy for me to talk. I just want to ask people when I interview them, when I talk to my mentor, what motivates you? What's your why? He said something so profound today. What was it? What was the exact way he said it? He said something like, it's not the how that people follow you for, it's like the why. Man, I completely ruined it, but it's somewhere in my notebook. All right, let's talk about defense. So defense, I want to be useful, okay, when it comes to defense. I'm thinking something with coding and do like Fiverr, like just gigs, like something for $100 and then I do like 3 a day somehow, something like that. Dude, I don't know. I'm thinking TikTok shop, make a bunch of videos using AI. I have some concepts in mind. I spent some time today already setting up the whole shop. I have an extra TikTok account that I built up. It has like 25,000 followers. And I had to find a way to like log into that account. I hadn't logged into it in so long, and it was connected to a Google Voice phone number I had. And if you don't use Google Voice for 45 days, it resets your number. So I lost the number and I couldn't log in. And I was so pissed. I spent a decent amount of time trying to fix that. I was like trying to see if I could recover a Google Voice number, if I could maybe send an email and I just kept on trying, and boom, like Google Voice sent me the verification code, even though it was like a new number. In case you don't know, on TikTok, I've been banned before. I had about 10K. I just haven't been posting, so I lost some followers. I've had millions of views multiple times. But those kind of videos is not the real me, guys. Those are entertainment videos. This is the real me. This is the real journey I'm on. This is really what I think about. I can't do this and then also want to do that. It's just too much on my plate, really. You got the whole boxing situation. You got defense. You got offense. I got a case going on. I must stay focused. I have to stay focused. You must stay focused. Man, guys, every single day, I get more and more intrigued by AI. Neuralink is crazy, guys. It's literally a chip that goes in your brain, and you can control technology from your brain. And apparently there's a lot of companies like it. I saw that either BlackRock or Blackstone, they have a company similar to that. Elon Musk said that AI is simply just a CSV file. That's all it is. Maybe something with that. For defense, maybe something with that. If you don't know Neuralink, bro, like, catch up with the time. AI is gonna hit fast.